Hey everybody, this is a Lone Wolf Prepper. How you doing tonight? Boy, Oliver Anthony sure worked up a stir, isn't he? Anyway, that song's amazing. That's all I got to say. Almost like heaven sent in a way. It almost sounds like he was singing from heaven. But what about that man? A lot of reaction videos about the song. But what about the man? The man who turned down $8 million. I find it funny he's just stubbing it. That was one thing when the song came out. I said to a couple friends, I said when they come after him and throw a big bag of money at him, he basically flips him the bird. And that's what happened. It's part of his character. Well, I guess his name is Christopher. 10 days ago, he was basically a nobody. It shows you in today's world, in the United States, it can still happen, especially if you're speaking for the people. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, what else can you say? Everybody struggles. They make it that way. They don't want you to get ahead. Slave land to you. Just make sure you keep doing your thing, cradle to the grave. And we allowed it to happen, though. But anyway, that's still about the man. To turn that type of money down, he's just a simple man with simple pleasures. In today's world, I try to stay under the radar. I can live on very little money. Obviously, you guys can see I live like he does a little bit. I live in a camper out here with my 2 dogs. Just wanting to get away from the Twilight Zone. And I got away from there about 8 months ago. And I refused to go back. I don't care how much money they throw at me. It doesn't buy happiness, and I can't be bought. Devil's temptations do nothing for me. And that's the same with this man. Cannot be bought. I'm sure they're just scratching their heads saying, oh, this guy ain't normal. No, he is normal. You are the ones that aren't normal. This man needs to be protected because they're going to have to shut him up. But that's on a personal note. Anyway, or a side note. But anyway, he's obviously a wonderful person. And then the video he did after he did that farmer's market or Morris market or whatever that is, the one in his truck, he doesn't want nothing for this. It was a gift to us, for us to sit there and show us that we're all together. We are all in the hall of that slave ship, while the elites are on the top deck, throwing us little scraps. Here's a phone. Here's McDonald's. Here's Walmart. Is everybody still happy? Here's some earned income credit. I didn't even want to go there. And I had children. But, you got to file your taxes. You got to file them right. They want to force you to give you the money. I won't live that life no more. If I can live off $300 every 2 weeks, let them come after me. So I've checked out. I'm in the middle of nowhere, just like he is, in his own little plot of land, dealing with what we all deal with every day too. But what other choice do we have? January 6th showed us what happens if we stand up to him. But then again, he had the Boston Massacre, and 3 years or 2 years later, what'd you have? Lexington Concord. Tyrants will never learn, ever. I never thought it would come to the time. I thought being a Marine, that was a pretty important title to me. But I'll tell you what, being a Patriot's going to be more of a title, the highest honor I could ever have. And they're forcing it upon us. We don't want this, they do. I grew up free, and I will make sure my children grow up that way. The 10 Amendments are not, how did he say it? Like he could just take them away whenever he wanted to. This world's gone to hell, and he's just showed us all that, and that man cannot be bought. Sitting there with his dogs, just being happy. I'm sure if he was depressed after singing that song, I don't think he's depressed anymore. He was smiling. That guy is serving his purpose. Anyway, and all I know is if you hate this song, you can't have a soul. I mean, the truth is the truth, and that's what they get. That's what they're scared of. That's what every dictator, tyrant, tyrannical government is afraid of: the truth, and people getting together. You know, when the bullets start flying, our little petty differences aren't going to matter ever again. Not in our generation. So we all know it's going to happen. Get prepared. You know, there'll be a time where you'll have to be by yourself, have those skills, have that mindset, and never give up. And we all need to support this man. He's definitely, you know what this song is? This song, instead of an essay, The American Crisis, that's what this song is. In a song, it's the American Crisis. Okay? But it's the whole world that feels this way. And that's one thing when this all blows up. It's not just going to be our country. Woo! It's going to be a bad month for people in power. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here. That's my opinion on the whole thing. But God bless Oliver Anthony. Good night.